Welcome back to Candy Mountain, brought to you by Tiny Track Cars. This week we'll be starting our first ever modified Diecast tournament. The winner of this tournament will be crowned our Hot Tamale and will go on to face all other winners in upcoming tournaments. This is Group 1 qualifying. First 4 cars. Let's go ahead and meet the cars. First up we have Arlo driving for Arlo Racing in a 1984 Audi Quattro, weighing in at 57.6 grams. Driving in a tuned Ferrari 360 Modena, we have N-Count, sponsored by Chase Family Racing, 49.6 grams. Next, we have Hefe in a Chrysler 300C, weighing in at 51.4 grams. And last but not least, driving in a Ferrari Berlinetta, we have Lone Star, driving for Live Young Diecast, 55.5 grams. Let's jump right into race 1. These cars will run 4 races. We are on the 4-3-2-1 point system with first place receiving 4 points. Arlo in the pole position, they're out of there. Arlo does hold the lead through Lollipop Landing. As they go into Cupcake Corner, he does spin around and knocks N-Count off the track slightly, but he does recover, gets back on the track. Arlo in reverse, balancing off the curb, he flips over. Can the other cars make it by? Yes, they do. The 2 Ferraris come zooming by out of the donut wall. Lone Star in first place and N-Count in second place. Looks like the other 2 cars will receive a DNF. Let's take a closer look at what happened there. N-Count was up in the curb. He was bumped by Hefe. And then again, we have Arlo driving in reverse. Not sure what he was thinking. It always ends up bad when you're driving in reverse. The 2 beautiful red Ferraris come zooming across the finish line. Lone Star for 4 points, N-Count for 3 points. We'll have DNF for Hefe and Arlo. All right, N-Count in the pole position, followed by Arlo behind him on the inside lane. As they come down into Lollipop Landing, N-Count still has the lead. Arlo gets backwards again and flips over, holds up the rest of the pack. Will they be able to make it through? It looks like Hefe does make it through, but he is not moving very fast. N-Count is out in front. He bounces off the wall a couple times, but he does take first place, 4 points, in that beautiful tuned Ferrari 360 Modena, followed by Hefe in that 300C. There you see Arlo on his roof, and also Lone Star in that Ferrari, number 33, backwards. 0 points for the 2 of them. They did not finish. DNFs significantly hurt your score. You need to be consistent. You need to be finishing these races if you plan on moving on. Again, 2 of these cars will move on to the next semifinal round out of these 4 cars. All right, we have Hefe in the pole position in that Chrysler 300C with that beautiful 2-tone paint job. Let's see how he does in that pole position. Looks like he is out front going into Lollipop Landing. Lone Star gets a little sideways and blocks Arlo and N-Count, but they do get free. We have Hefe coming into the donut wall. It looks like he will walk away with this one, but he looks like he stalls out, skids to a screeching halt, blocking the whole entire road. As N-Count comes down and smashes into him, and they roll across the finish line. Who won that race? I am not sure. We'll have to go back to the replay. First, we will see Lone Star and Arlo here with the monster trucks and the cotton candy. They will get a DNF. Unfortunately, those 2 cars need to be racking up a little bit more points if they plan on moving on. All right, let's take a look at that again. Hefe stalls out in the straightaway. He's helpless there as N-Count comes around, tries to squeeze by, but just smashes into that front left tire, and they roll across the finish line, and it looks like Hefe will get the credit for the win for that one, followed by N-Count for second place, DNF for the other 2 drivers. All right, we have Lone Star in the pole position. This is the 3rd race out of 4. Arlo speeds ahead, takes first place, but he looks like he's a little squirrely, but he does hold on to it. N-Count right behind him, followed by Lone Star and Hefe. Arlo spins around, heads backwards again, and all of the cars are unable to finish the race. They come to a stop. No points will be awarded. This race will be rerun. These cars are just all over each other. All right, let's rerun that 4th race. Lone Star in the pole position. Arlo on his left-hand side. As they're coming down into turn 1, looks like Arlo hits the boost and pulls out into the first place position, but gets a little squirrely and hits a lollipop, and he is out of this one. That's going to hurt. N-Count is in first, but he's in reverse. Can he hold it out? End Count does hold it out for first place, followed by Lone Star and Hefe. Let's take a look at that again. There is Arlo off the track, hit the lollipop. We're going to have to add some more super glue to that, some hot glue. That baby is ripped right off the mountain. Boom! I could watch that 5 times in extra slow motion. And then you see End Count coming down. It looks like Lone Star wanted to catch him, but is unable to make the pass and will take second place. All right, there you have it. End Count in the Ferrari 360 Modena and Hefe in the Chrysler 300C move on to your semifinals. Group 2 qualifying coming soon. Be sure to let us know in the comments who you think is going to move on from that group in the bottom left here. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow along to see who becomes our first ever Hot Tamale. Bye-bye.